Morning guys, how are we doing? I hope you're well. Welcome to the show, Wednesday morning. So, as usual sketch, if you can just like down here, let me know that you're here, comment, just say good morning, relate to the video, whatever it might be for you, drop your own experiences, let me know what you think. If you're on the podcast, please do make sure you just drop a review for me at the end. I'd massively appreciate it. So, this morning we're going to talk about morning glory. And I think throughout our day, when we look at the time that we have during the day, the very early morning is probably one of the only times that we can fully control our time and what we do within our time, because everyone else is asleep. And because we're in a world where we're trying to fight for control and happiness and fulfillment and purpose, I think that morning glory is something that is really, really important. And I'm going to go through in this live show and talk about some of the things that you can practice in the morning that will help you develop and build up a solid foundation to owning your day. Now, let's just very quickly look at time during the day. Okay, so most of the time you'll all wake up, you'll all probably hit snooze, maybe 2-3 times. When you get up, you're a little bit flustered because you're already late. You're then running around the house looking for your tie or looking for something to do with work, looking for the keys. And time is essential right then because there's not a lot of it for you to get to work. And you walk out the door pretty frustrated already, stressed out. You probably start driving for 2 minutes and already have come up against aggravation through road rage. Or you're on the train and someone's aggravating you, whatever it is. You then go through and you get to work, and usually within the first half an hour, maybe something's wrong with work, maybe you're just not into work, maybe you're just stressed out, maybe the fact that you're not exactly fully happy in life kind of sets in as you're sitting there at your desk. I don't know, it varies for everybody, right? And then we go through the day and there's lots of incidences at work, so some highly stressful ones, maybe different tasks that you're being challenged with, maybe you've got a difficult boss. You know, it's just one thing after the other. It's the layers of the day building up, right? So they're all building up. And you kind of get into the end of the day and you're kind of thinking, fuck, I need a drink. So you'll either make your way home, you'll either be late home, you'll either be on home on time, or you'll go for a drink with the guys first, and then you'll go home. You'll get home, and it goes from that one stressful situation to another because it's chaos in the house. Kids are running around, pissing and shitting all over the floor, or teenagers are answering back. And you come into the house and your wife's asking why you haven't sorted the laundry out. You know, the washing machine's still not working, or the fridge is still not working, or like, you know, she's stressed, you're stressed. You get through the day, you put the kids down, you have a beer, you have another beer, you have another beer, probably one more beer, and then you're drunk on the sofa, and then you go again the next day. So, that is not everyone's life, but that is just kind of like, maybe there's some variation there for some of you, but with all that time, there's not a lot of time for yourself in there, and there's not a lot of time for control. There's not a lot of time to prepare yourself. So, you know, from hitting the snooze button, you're already a few steps behind the day, and you're already becoming quite frustrated. Whereas, if you think about sacrificing an hour's sleep and getting up an hour earlier, just imagine that. So if you get up at 7. Imagine getting up at 6. If you get up at 7, fucking hell, you've almost got 3 hours in hand there. But I want to scare you. And if we go back like an hour, all right, first thing is I'm going to go through what you could do with that, and then I'm going to teach you how to build that up. So if you go back an hour and you get up at 6 instead of 7, you don't hit snooze, you get straight up. That gives you 60 minutes to do something that's going to benefit you. And you might not think that's a lot of time, but that really is a a long time to do some stuff. So for me, what I think is really good is if you can get some form of headspace in. And the Headspace just gives you some peace, mental peace, to clear your brain, to clear your head for the day. I then think some form of activation or some form of exercise would be really beneficial for you, not only just for your health, but more importantly, your mental well-being, because the activation and the exercise would really help your mindset. It would really help give you better energy levels. It would really help purge any negative build-up. It would really help you develop as a human being. Okay, and it would make, and you work out, you feel good, right? You feel healthy, you feel fit, you feel like you're achieving something. Also within that time, maybe if you can't hit your workout, you can do some mobility, stretching, whatever that might be. All right, that's about half an hour of your hour, okay, on Headspace, mental well-being, and physical activity. The following half an hour can be spent on, remember, you still probably don't leave for work till about 7:30, so you still almost got roughly around an hour, let's say, for example. You can then go and shower, you change, make your breakfast. You can actually have a breakfast without rushing, without spilling coffee, because you're in such a rush to get out the door. The difference between, if I had two pictures, one picture here is of a guy who is rushing around like a blue-ass tit, tie half done, coffee spilling everywhere, wondering where the fuck his keys are. And then you've got the guy on the other side who is in complete control. He's just sitting down reading an article on Medium or LinkedIn or whatever it is, and he's just eating his breakfast and he's just drinking his tea, and he's in complete control because he knows he's got plenty of time. He's already done his exercise. He's already in a good place mentally. He's stimulated his brain, his body, and now he's just doing a little bit of personal development. He's maybe listening to me. Perhaps he's listening to some personal development. Perhaps he's listening to an audiobook. Perhaps he's reading an article. I don't know. But there could be some form of personal development there, right? You can then look at your diary, and then you can just double check what you've got on for the day. So when you're looking on for the day, you're reconfirming your to-do list. You're reconfirming everything that you need to do for the day, so that it's not just a cuff, it's not just a guessing game. You're in complete control. Okay, I've got this appointment at this time. I've got this going on here, and I've got Dave's fucking birthday tonight, so we'll go to that. We're going round to there tonight, so you know what's happening. You then collect all of the bits and pieces that you need for the day to make sure that you have all of your snacks in place. Maybe you've pre-made some food for the next day, so you can get that all together. You can kiss your wife goodbye, you can kiss your kids goodbye, and out the door you go. You walk out the door feeling good about yourself, feeling less stressed, feeling less flustered, feeling in control, feeling mentally stimulated, but also feeling physically stimulated. Now, if that is not a good sell for you to get up for an hour, I don't know what is. What's the flip reverse? That you have an extra 50 minutes in bed, pressing snooze, you get up maybe 10 minutes earlier, maybe 5 minutes earlier, perhaps you don't even get up till 7, perhaps you snooze for an hour and you get up. And then you go straight into your rushing routine and you walk out the door like a fucking headless chicken. All right? There are two different comparisons there. The benefits are there for you. If you simply can't motivate yourself, and if that's not motivated enough to get you up, to want to be a better version of yourself, to be a high-level operator in life, I don't know what is. All right? Now, to get into that hour is tough. Now, I totally understand and I can appreciate it. 7 o'clock for me was the time when I used to get up early, all right? I used to think, fucking hell, I'm getting up at 7 o'clock, I can't believe it, you know? And I've slowly worked it back to 4:20. Get up at 4:20 every single morning. A lot of you think that's mental. I think it's standard. And that's just the state of mind. That's your state of mind versus my state of mind. I think 4:20, I get up at 4:20 like I did when I used to get up at 7 o'clock, and that's just conditioning. And how we build up the conditioning is that, let's take this 7 o'clock example. If you usually get up at 7 and you're still flustered, imagine if you get up 15 minutes earlier for a week and you say to yourself, I'm going to achieve one big win in that 15 minutes, whether that's reading a journal, whether it's doing 15 minutes stretching, whether that is, doing some meditation, doing something like that. And then the following week you go, okay, that's great. I'm now going to take it to half an hour, bang. So you go into the half an hour, you think to yourself, right, I'm going to do one of the Brotherhood workouts. That's 20 minutes long. So I'm going to do this 20-minute workout, which is designed for me to do it on my front floor. I'm going to do that. And that leaves me 10 minutes. I can have a shower, get changed, and have some breakfast. Great. Then the following week, on week 3, we always come around and it's 45 minutes. And then you think to yourself, well, fuck it, I'm going to do my workout. I'm going to do some meditation. Then I'm going to have a shower. And then I'm going to get ready for the day. And you think, bullshit, I'm going all in on week 4, an hour earlier. Bang. There we go. So I get up an hour and 20 minutes earlier. And that's because I start work at 5. So in theory, I'm on here for 5. I get up at 4:20. That gives me 40 minutes to do my thing. And then I work with you guys. Then I make sure it goes out onto podcast, it goes out to email, do all of my early bits. And then usually by 6, that's ready for me to do my exercise. So I've done my mobility, meditation, first lot of breakfasts right here. And then I come and work, and then I go off. But it puts me in a good mindset all the time, okay, for the rest of the day. So that's Morning Glory, guys. That is Morning Glory. If there are any questions on it, stick them here. If you're a shift worker, all you have to do is implement that hour strategy an hour and a half before your shift time. So let's say you're working at 10 o'clock at night. You would implement that from 8:30 to 9:30, and then that will leave you that half an hour to get to work, say goodbyes, do what you got to do. All right. So exactly the same, even though you are awake. It's just if you're a shift worker, do it an hour and a half before you've got to go. Right. Have a great Wednesday. I hope that helped. Remember, please, if you do like it, please like and share. We're trying to grow this. I need your help. If you're on a podcast, please do drop over a review for me. Tell somebody about the podcast. Let's get it out there. Let's help as many people as we can. All right. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.